friends, my name is Molly. I wanted to hang out with you this week and I was thinking to do something more casual. I thought it would be fun to take you on my practice with me. I've been feeling very demotivated lately, and I think instead of sharing some sort of motivation on this channel, I wanted to share how demotivated I am and take you on something that always inspires me, my flow. Today I'm going to be doing my own flow. That's my favorite. I'm going to be concentrating on handstands. Fun, I know. I don't know what kind of handstand day it is yet, because sometimes I start to do my handstand practice and it's awesome, I'm flowing, I'm hanging out there, but sometimes I can't even hold one handstand. Today I have kind of like a little sketch of what I want to do, what kind of postures I want to get into, and they're all going to eventually help me to tone my body for the handstands. Maybe you can pick up some tips or give me some tips. Today's a very rainy day and I love rain. It's very nice because when you're blessed with a home and the roof, I feel like it's very cozy. However, I think the energy is getting affected, so I'm feeling a bit drowsy, and today was kind of that one of those days I just feel like annoyed and I feel like there's a lot of stagnant energy in me right now, and I just can't wait to just flip upside down and just like shake it all out. So yeah, that's what we're gonna be doing today. Let's get into it. I am folding up my towel so I can sit more comfortably. Eventually I want to get one of those pillows, but right now it just works fine. I am just looking within myself, concentrating on my internal state. I like chanting the word Om, just helps me to center myself for the practice. I like starting off with some warm-up sun salutations. I really like doing those double chaturangas. They warm me up really nicely, followed by some Virabhadrasana ones and warrior ones. And this is something that I do 3 times usually. I can do more if I feel like I'm extra stiff. I start off slowly and then I start to pick up the pace with implementing my Ujjayi breath. I'm going in with some warrior 3s. I really like warrior 3, helps me to warm up my core. I'm kind of doing a lazy version here where I don't stretch out my hands. I just wanted to get a little balancing moment. And then I'm getting into a standing split. I'm really self-conscious about my standing splits and I really want to get them better. And I love how it helps with my handstand practice. Then I'm doing half moons. It really helps to push my upper leg as high as I can. It really helps me to balance. It helps me to feel myself too, because I feel like I see my alignment and I get to fix myself if I'm doing like a solitude practice. Then I'm going into a little hip dip moment, and then a side plank with a stretched out leg helps me to open up those hips as well as warm up the core. And then I'm doing the same thing on the other side. Then I'm doing some twists. I really like twists in the middle of practice, just to kind of realign. I'm doing a puppy pose to open up my chest a bit more, and then I'm starting to work on my back. It's something I started doing recently. I've never paid as much attention to working out my back, but I realized this is something that I really need to practice. So I'm doing those kind of holds. And then I'm doing lift ups on my exhale and squeezing everything I can. It's really powerful as well. I love it. And then I'm doing Supta Padangushtasana. I really like it to open up my hips and hamstrings. And then I am grounding my lower back and doing some low boats. This is very nice for a handstand hollow pose practice. And I'm holding it a bit. And then I am going into Navasana and low boat. Exhale, I go into a low boat. Inhale, up exhale, and so on. I really love it too, very powerful. Little Shavasana rest in between. I'm giving some attention to my wrists, really important. And I started doing those finger balancing planks. It really helps with the finger strength. I'm not really good at my shape yet, but this is something that I noticed is really, really nice for my handstand practice. And I'm just starting with filling out the balance. Oh, the first time was not good. This first fall really got me, so I'm like trying to find my breath. And then I'm just trying to kick up more carefully, just to stack my hips over my shoulders, just to give remind my body what it feels like. I'm not holding it too long. And I'm doing it 5 times each leg. In the beginning, my legs are always wobbly, kind of going all over the place. It's very hard to it takes me a little bit of time to remind myself that I have to hold everything up. Yeah, so it's a good warm-up. And then I found a little piece of wood that I could use for my focus point. Now I am going to try to hold it a little bit longer, a little more controlled. Yes, with just one leg up just helps me to, find the balance first instead of just like losing my balance all the time if I have 2 legs up. So one leg is definitely easier and it helps me to balance. And I'm just trying to hold it. The second set, I'm trying to hold it for 3 breaths each side. And this is a nice progression. Little rest with a wide-legged child's pose. Hyping myself up for the next set. And now I'm trying to hold it longer, trying to get my legs straight. They're obviously not straight. This is something that videos really help me with because I get to see my shape and what I need to work on. So if you're doing a practice without a teacher, I definitely recommend to use a camera on your phone. Lately, I've been really trying to practice L-sits because I realize they're a crucial part to a lot of the movements that I want to achieve, but I can't yet. A pretty big part in my practice at the moment. I have like foam blocks, but I feel like they're too soft. My wrist kind of goes too deep. So I've been trying to use like a pull-up bar lately to do the L-sits because I feel like it's much more sturdier than my blocks at the moment. I would love to get some wooden blocks at some point because they're so nice. I borrowed my sister's once when I was in Moscow and it was so nice. And I definitely want to get myself nice wooden blocks. However, they're pricey, so I'm just waiting for the right opportunity and looking where to find them. So if you guys know where I can get some good wooden blocks, let me know. Meanwhile, pull-up bar is my friend. And socks. Get slippery. And first I'm trying to just fold as much as I can with my hips as high as I can, and then I'm getting into L-sit. As you can tell, it's really hard for me still, so this is kind of my humble beginnings, I would say. So yes, I'm trying to hold it as long as I can, trying to practice the fold first, and then I'm lifting my feet. I couldn't lift my feet, I think, 2 weeks ago, so this is already so much progress that I'm really happy with. My quads get really scrunched, so it hurts a little bit. little neck rolls. My neck gets so sometimes so stiff because I forget to relax it in handstand, so it's nice to roll it out. It's time for tucks. I love tucks. They're really hard. It's time for them. Jesus. Doing some tucks. Those kind of fast ones are just reminding my body of what it feels like to have my hips over my shoulders. It takes a little bit for me to remember it, for my body to remember it. And this is a good hold here. I really enjoy the tucks. I feel like it just creates very nice muscle memory, and that's something I practice for a while now. And yes, after falling over a few times, I'm trying to really use my fingers to stop myself from falling over. So that's why those finger workouts really help. When you do inversions and sort of balancing upside down poses, it really helps to have one point of focus, and you kind of really concentrate on it and balance with it. And I just found a little piece of wood on my mat, and I took it with my sticky finger, and I'm using it as a drishti point. You can use anything. I have some dead bugs around me, but I think that's just gonna make me think too hard. So I just have it between my hands, and it helps me concentrate on this point. My hands are always so shaky. Okay. And then I like doing this wide-legged stretch, a straddle stretch. It really helps me with press handstands flexibility. And then I'm doing those kind of leg lifts, very nice too for lifting my legs up when I'm pressing. Press handstands, almost forgot about these guys, but my body didn't. I was about to finish my practice, and my body's like, oh, aren't you forgetting something? And I'm like, right. Can't neglect that. I really like press handstands, even though I can't do them yet. I really like using blocks for a little lift. Of course, not forget the drishti point. As you can see, I could lift my legs a bit higher to have a more of a 90 degrees angle. And this is something that, again, a camera really helps with, to see where I could make corrections. But yeah, this is not too bad. I'm getting confident here to lift my legs. Oh no, not yet. Still trying to master my legs. I feel like it's a lot to hold, and it's a long process to actually control it. And here I'm thinking I'm holding a straight handstand, but it's not really a straight handstand, but still good job with the control, I feel like. Yes, I still fell over, which is fine. It happens. Actually, don't do what I do. Don't just like fall over. There's good ways to exit a handstand. I'm just not. This is just something I do, and I don't recommend you do the same. One of my main challenges in yoga is working on my grace. It's very hard to be graceful when you're really clumsy. That was a good sesh. Time to cool down. And now, since I'm warmed up and all warm, and I really want to work on my hip flexibility. And here I'm doing this pigeon. It really helps me after I do the L-sits because my quads are so tight. So I feel like I need to give it extra love to stretch it out because I feel like they get so tight. And then I am practicing a little split action. I'm using my towel to kind of ease into it slowly, not to force my hips and hamstrings. And doing the same thing on the other side. I'm actually supporting myself in a low lunge with my glutes engaged. Otherwise, my lower back would be too strained. But yeah, I love stretching I love doing this king pigeon. It's really nice. For some back bends as well. And then I'm doing Hamanasana on the other side. My left leg is definitely worse. But it's still nice to practice them equally. And then just some Paschimottanasana, very nice to kind of fold sometimes. Then I'm doing some bridges and some wheel. I really like ending my practice with it. I love my shoulder stands, they're so nice. And then I'm getting into a little halasana. I love this pose. And then I'm dropping my knees. I love this pose. I squeeze my ears in it. And then I am bring my legs into lotus and holding Urdhva Padmasana. I love it. I'm hugging this lotus and doing Pindasana. Finalizing my practice with some ohms. Calming myself down and getting into Shavasana, of course, and I'm staying there for a while. I love Shavasana. Don't skip it. So nice to kind of cool down and get your heart rate slow down and everything relaxed after such an intense practice. For the past couple of months, I would say, progressively, I started feeling very demotivated. I don't know, maybe it's winter coming, and for a while I thought it's a bad thing that I don't feel motivated to push harder. But once I stopped pushing myself down and accepted the fact that I don't feel motivated, I started tapping into that beautiful feeling of being really content at where I am right now, and the fact that I don't have motivation actually revealed to me that I'm just really enjoying my time right now, where I still practice every day in a sort of passive manner where I am just being and experiencing every fall, every meditation that I do, every breath, and allowing myself to not constantly need to feel motivated was very freeing because I can just be, and I feel like that's the stage for me right now. I just like existing, not doing anything extra maybe, where I would be a better yogi if I would practice certain things more intensely, but I don't feel motivated right now, and what I'm relying on right now is my system, my constant practice. Yeah, if maybe someone's out there who's not feeling motivated as well, and it's okay. I feel like even though I have no goals whatsoever, experiencing my body and mind and just slowly breathing is very nice. This was an amazing practice, by the way. I was really impressed by myself. I held a few handstands. Pretty wholesome, I would say. Let's go make food. I'm going to make some udon. Almost forgot to clean my mat. It's essential. Udon time! I'm taking this egg and I'm gonna burst it. You ready? Okay, another egg. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Share what you think in the comments, or what your favorite practice looks like, any tips you would give me, anything you learned from this video. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you soon. Bye bye.